Upgrade your towers, they say. Yeah, fine. We'll upgrade the towers. That's no problem at all.
Emotional damage.
He says as he puts down too many basic towers. I just wanted the money. And since you're asking, we'll take Mana Siphon to start. So far, we're not going to have any issues given we're fighting 2 enemies at a time and we have 85 ballistas sitting here making us money. I think the one I do want to upgrade at least to start is going to be a Shredder. Shredders are a lot of fun. And I think I'm going to put one somewhere here to start. They don't have a lot of time to bleed, but if I upgrade this enough, it should do a lot of damage. We're also going to take the Mortar towers for now, but for now I'm going to upgrade this one Shredder to do extra damage to health because that's all we're fighting. I'm going to spend everything there. It's a level 8 tower. So let's find out on these guys just how much that shredding is going to do. I'm hoping it eliminates all of the little guys, but we'll find out. Yep, I'm going to like that. So we'll increase maximum bleed. So unfortunately too, once I upgrade a tower, I don't get the money back. I could sell it for $500, but all the upgrade costs are gone. And I don't really love that spot for a Shredder, so I'm going to probably put one here. This one is going to sit here and just do a ton of damage and hopefully take off some of the armor for those idiots. Either way, it's going to help me out in a really big way because that's already really messing them up. And that's a single tower. We'll also take a Tesla coil because we might as well. But we're going to put a Shredder right there. And that's perfect because that's right by a junction. So as it fires out, it's going to shred through all of those guys in a big hurry. Look at all the damage it's going to do. And that's just a basic shredder. We haven't even upgraded it at all to do extra damage. We'll do a little more to health. We are going to help it do a little extra armor damage as well, eventually. Next, I'll maybe take a Flamethrower tower. Alright, bring in the idiots. I am going to make these two come evenly eventually, but for now, let's do extra armor damage. Maybe times 2, depending on how many blades that... Yep, times 2. So that tower by itself now is taking out everyone so far, thanks to also the bleed damage. Yep, he's going to bleed to death. I don't really love any of these, so let's just take regenerate mana. I'm going to expand that because I want them to come in evenly. I'm going to put a Tesla coil here next, but for now we're just going to shred everything horribly. So yeah, I can see the benefit of upgrading towers now. Tesla coil there. Let's make the Tesla coil strip armor. It's not going to be too long before we see Oogie coming along, so let's go ahead and throw a Flamethrower here down. They're good naturally at armor, so let's make sure they take a little extra armor damage. And they'll just help light people on fire while they're also bleeding. We are going to continually upgrade this tower more than anything though. Let's make sure he can take off some armor. Bleeding enemies take an extra 1 health damage. This Tesla probably needs a few upgrades too. Let's make sure they're hurting health. Health is going to be the one thing we really focus on for now. Probably going to need a few mana siphons somewhere too. But for now, let's see how this goes. I do need to slow these guys down. So far the Shredder Tower is doing its job rather nicely. Especially when everyone gets lit on fire and shredded like that, so I think we're going to be okay for now. I forgot I even had Mortar Towers. Let's throw one of those in and maybe upgrade it as well, because we have a nice spot for one right here. He's going to do extra armor damage, simply because I need the help. This is actually a really nice defensible spot in my opinion. Okay, let's make sure he's doing extra armor damage. That's already taking huge chunks out of the tank things. Watch when this one lands. And we're going to upgrade it from there. Plus the shocking and fire and bleeding, I think this is going to work out very nicely. I still think my shredders are going to be the best kind of towers, so let's make sure they're doing tons of health damage. These do +2 damage to health. I know we're not going to deal with a ton of armor for now, but when we do, I need them to go. Wow, you missed entirely. You garbage tower. Alright, I want the Tesla upgrade a little bit. It's only level 4, so it's cheap to upgrade. Let's make sure it's hurting health a lot. So let's make sure bleeding enemies take extra damage, because our Shredder Tower is going to destroy things. That one's level 9, our other one's only level 8. It hasn't seen any love in a while. But our Bomb Tower is absolutely destroying things already, so in fact, let's give him a little bit of help with that. This can do a little extra damage to armor because its multiplier is pretty low. The Shredder goes through. We got some tanks almost making it through, but they're about to be bombed really hard. I need this guy to have bigger damage. Bigger area. So they made it as far as that this time. Not a big deal. We're about to have Oogie though, so I'm not sure my new towers are going to go against him. So what we're maybe going to do is add 25% bleed damage to the mortars. More accurately, the single mortar, which is all we have for now. I'm going to put him up here just so he can be a little bit of extra help. Oogie's coming in. I just hope to get the bomb tower to land a little more damage on him, then hopefully he bleeds enough to die. This should add a bit of bleed, and things that bleed take extra damage from me. Anyways, I'm still not really worried at all. We're going to do an extra health damage here, and maybe this one a little more health damage as well. That way the shredders go through, and hopefully once they hit Oogie, we'll start to stack up that damage. The blade, I don't know if it actually hit him there. I think it missed, which is a shame. Because the blades don't really go often, but when they do, they're going to hurt. That's 400, 500 bleed. Maybe we don't have enough DPS to get through this. Well, he's on fire, he's bleeding, he's getting shredded. That thing's going to still hit him for a while, so he's going to continually get shredded. Plus he's got all these to get through. I know these are all very low level, but they're just there to collect me money from the houses, really. So far we're getting him. He's got 1200 bleed and 2500 fire plus all that, so... But I can't wait to get the rewards for this too. Hopefully there's something amazing. All towers gain crit chance equal to their level but lose 1 base damage. So their levels increase crit chance. I don't know if that's actually good or not. So let's just take more damage to armor for those, and we get the treasure chest. Let's take extra bleed damage out of the shredder, and more bleed damage out of the shredder, and extra damage to shields out of the shredder. Then I'm going to increase the damage here for a little bit for this bomb tower, because we have a lot of money. Then I think I actually want another shredder that I can start leveling up, because they are very good. I'm going to put it here once we can afford it. Which we can suddenly, so what do we want these to do? Armor or health? Let's just have them shred health for now. So far these bomb towers are absolutely destroying this armor. Eventually we'll swap to shield, but we don't need it yet. So I've got this one all the way up to level 7 already. We make a lot of money. We are starting to get some shield guys in, so we're going to have to build some things to take off that shield. Probably Tesla. The Teslas do hit pretty hard now, but we need more for that shield. I want them to be able to melt that shield away, otherwise it's going to be a big problem. So the health isn't a problem, the armor isn't a problem, it's going to be the shield. So we're going to put a Tesla coil maybe right here. Oh, I'm also going to get a frost tower because those are also good. But for now, Tesla coil here. Nope, I lied. We're going to move that. We're actually going to put it over here. He has a little more range and damage, and he's going pure shield damage as soon as I can afford it. How much have these houses earned me so far? 459, 306. Yeah, they've got me over 1,000 gold easy. So this guy, shield damage, we're going to spend lots of money on that as we can afford it. Plus things are going to be getting quicker, so I need those shredders to definitely keep going with their shredding. So this guy's now doing 255 shield damage. This guy's actually still doing more, but it's okay having a few towers just focused on shield. Okay, this would be a good test because here's our first strong shield idiot. He's going to go through both our Teslas. They're still pretty strong actually. That's a lot of shield. We still get them eventually, but it would be nice to do a little more shield damage for sure. The bomb towers are still hitting pretty hard overall. Between everything here, everything gets really messed up. Okay, I've just placed a frost tower down. We're also going to put conductive snow so they do extra damage to shields, because they're also going to be a shield stripper in a big way. That's only level 5 for now, but that's going to help because it's going to slow things down to get Tesla'd and fired. Probably going to start to need more mana because I'm pretty sure the snow tower is hard on mana. Plus we're starting to get these quick idiots. I don't know if the bomb towers can even properly hit them. The blades certainly will, and the blades will probably pretty much outright destroy them. The blades do work out good though too, because they destroy so many basic idiots that it really only leaves the stronger ones for the better towers to deal with. Anyways, what was I doing? More shield damage to the frost tower? Got it. Those guys are still lobbing their shots mostly at armor, which really is hurting. These shield guys are a worry. But they're about to hit the Tesla and then the frost tower, which, yeah, is dropping the shield off really quick. So that's nice and helpful. Mana is holding strong for now, so let's give them a little more shield damage. Okay, Tesla coils are also going to do 25% burn damage, which certainly isn't going to hurt. I guess these houses, I think they work better if the towers around them are higher level too. I kind of forgot about that part. So we'll put one strong ballista here. He does 324 per shot compared to I think 90 for the base ones, 100. Okay, more damage to health for the shredders. I do think I want a flame tower here. He's going to help, but I also want him focused only on shield. He has a weak multiplier now, but he can get pretty good about it. And then he's going to do extra damage to armor anyway. Plus, I just kind of really like to light things on fire, you know? So I've already got his multiplier. Well, he's up to level 8. His shield multiplier is 10, so he's doing 142 shield. So for now, we can barely hurt these guys until they get into the shield zone, at which point their shield is going to hopefully evaporate, and then the bleeds and everything can just take over from there to annihilate them. I guess I could put like a Tesla coil out here and upgrade it to start stripping shield way out here. That might actually work pretty good. Then by the time they get to here, it's less of a concern again. I'm going to try that because we're starting to get the quicker guys for shield too, and I would like that shield to disappear a little bit before here because they're quick. I'm sure everyone's got things under control down there, so let's add a tower maybe here. Then we're just going to ramp it up to deal shield damage. Level 9 is probably good enough for now. We'll hit level 10 soon as we can afford it, but it's a slow process killing idiots. We also did almost run out of mana there, but for now let's take you up to that, and then we're going to add a few of the mana siphons somewhere. That way we don't actually run out. Attempting to get lots of these. I'm maybe going to take an obelisk for now, because I think if I upgrade that, that's going to be super helpful. So then naturally I want to do the same on the other side, I think, to help keep that shield as low as possible by the time they actually get to my good towers. These guys are definitely getting tougher, but they're getting a lot of bleed, so they take extra damage here. We're okay, but not as okay as I would like to be. I've added in another mortar tower just to maybe help with some health, because they're fairly cheap to upgrade initially. Plus mortars now gain 25% bleed damage. I think I'm going to add a few more mortar towers around and just upgrade them kind of like this one. Pretty cheap to get them to here, and you can get them doing tons of different kinds of damage. And this one Tesla up here is actually doing a lot. Like, he's really softening those guys up. Yeah, same with this one. So yeah, now I understand the whole upgrading towers thing. It works great.
Look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Gonna need a little bit of mana. Can he reach? Okay, great, he can. So he's gonna be... He's actually gonna help us shield a little bit. I feel like I need help with shield. And some of the idiots are making it through just a little bit, so that's not really a great sign. Might also be because I'm running out of mana fairly quickly. Okay, I'm gonna take a poison sprayer now, just because it is a fairly cheap tower to lay down somewhere to help strip away. Actually, I'm going to add that in right now, right there, where he's going to do extra damage, and he's going to be a shield guy for sure. Just hoping my mana holds up nicely. So far, so good. Some of the quicker guys do kind of skirt through, but then they're on fire, poison, and bleeding by then, and they have a few shredders to deal with, so we're okay. Okay, I'm going to throw an obelisk down now. I know that's going to use up a lot of mana, but it's also going to help me. He's good for armor mostly. I'm going to change that to shield. I want him doing all the shield damage in the world. Now we're going to have another boss, Zombie Oogie over here, but since he is coming in from that side, let's do a little extra damage there for him. But also spawn more mana in so I don't run out entirely. Look at this tower though, it's taking so much shield and health away. Even though its health isn't that good, but it's 437 shield per shot, so let's see what that does to Oogie here. Not a lot. Oogie's got a lot of shield. Oogie's got a lot of everything. Man is running low again, so that's a little bit worrying. I need the mana bank so I can add more in. Zombie Oogie made it all the way here. While also not losing a lot of shield yet, but the shield will come away here. I'm also going to add some shield damage to the poison sprayer. There we go. Now once he gets here, his shield drops off real fast. Mana is holding up again now that we're kind of focused in this one area. I would like a little more damage to come off of him though. Because is that bleed going to be enough to kill him? Yeah, he should die, but I was hoping he'd melt a little quicker through this zone. But so far the upgraded towers, quality over quantity, really seems to be working. Let's take more shred damage. We're going to take extra shield damage maybe. The shredders was tempting. Plus poison damage, sure. Okay, then this guy, extra shield damage. Yeah, all the way up to level 13. And these guys spawning in over here now have to deal with these towers can actually reach them there, so that's going to help. Okay, here's the mana bank finally. That's definitely going to help me earn a little bit of extra. So everything reaching over here is great too, because we're doing tons of extra damage to these idiots. And if I put something up here, it gets a +5 bonus. So I'm going to go with just a basic ballista. I don't know what I want him to focus on for damage though. Maybe shield, because it is pretty annoying. So there we go, level 14. So he does 504 to shield. Okay, I need to start putting down some mana banks also because my mana isn't going to last forever. And the more mana I have, the more I generate per second. Okay, I'm going to try this quality over quantity. Towers are going to do little less base damage, but a lot more crit chance because they're all fairly high level. Like that's going to get a 13% crit chance. That's 14. That's 13. That's huge. And this tower is going to do lots of good things for me up here. He's still so cheap to upgrade. We could do a little bit of extra health damage if we want to. I think I'm actually going to throw down a ballista right here because he should reach over to here too, but we can also just make him do lots of damage to anything we want for really cheap. So maybe for now I'm just going to lay down a few ballistas just for assorted damage to assorted things. Enemies are starting to make it through a little bit. It's not a mana problem, it's just a simply getting overwhelmed problem. But just in case we'll add a mana bank and then we'll put some mana crystals around somewhere. Next, I think I'm going to have the Frost deal extra damage to shields because they already do a lot. I should probably upgrade just a few of these even. It's not going to cost anything to get these guys going. I think I want them to be on health damage for now. Even just a few upgrades for now, just because by the time things get here, they're hopefully down to just health and no shield. I think by this point too, I could probably put another Frost Tower in somewhere here just to help slow people down, and they're just going to do lots of extra shield damage themselves. Because health, like I said, health we can deal with, I think. Shield is the tough one still. And if we slow everyone down here, they're just going to take all sorts of different damages. But that's also not good enough. We're going to lay down another Mortar Tower who's going to do Well, let's make sure they're doing lots of damage to armor. Plus, let's have our Teslas doing burn damage. Okay, I've also just bought the landmine thing for $500. I'm going to put that somewhere here just so the breakaway enemies do get blown up, and I'm going to upgrade a lot of it. We also have a lot of armor coming in. Maybe this will be okay. So this guy's good for health and armor. Let's do those a little bit evenly. Just so that he's able to kill whatever happens to get by. If it's a shield, we're screwed, but we're probably screwed anyway. But now whatever hits there is doing 858 damage. Things are kind of tossed up in here. I think I actually want an obelisk that's going to strip armor away. If I put one here, is that going to reach? That's going to reach. And you're going to do strictly armor damage. The other one does shield, this one does armor. And here come the big guys coming in that are full of armor, but they're also full of bleed and many other things now. The armor seems to strip away fairly quickly. Yep, this'll work. Okay, these little missile things did make it through, but they do now have to contend with some rather strong ballistas. I think I also want to put a frost keep right here just to slow things down for this Tesla coil. He's going to help taking just health. Anything that goes in there is just going to hemorrhage health away. Okay, next crits get an additional 10% of the current bleed because everything's bleeding with lots of bleeding, so that's going to add up to lots of damage. Look at how tightly everyone packs up there. It's really tempting to just throw a bomb tower down there, even if it's just a single one, just to start stripping armor away early. Like, watch this one land. Yeah, that's going to help me out. So then I'll do the same on the other side, and we'll just go to level 12, and you're going to target armor 2. Some of these little guys did make it through again, but my upgraded ballistas and mines seem to be catching them before they get there. And then I'm also going to do burning enemies, take an extra 1 armor damage from all attacks, because everything's burning. And it's time for Robo Oogie, who's got lots of shield, lots of armor, lots of everything. This mortar tower is going to be hitting him mostly for now, because he's trained to hit armor. That's not going to hurt his shield, though. Shield comes first. Well, so far so good. Everything's getting piled up there and mostly killed. They're not going to make it past the next part. Robo Oogie's got a long ways to go on his journey, but he's not low on health yet. I guess for now I could put another mortar tower here, and that can just take off lots of armor for everyone. Then maybe we'll put another obelisk down. This one can be a shield drainer again, because I feel like eventually we're going to need the help with the shield, if not already. Okay, Robo Oogie is finally getting into the zone, so that bleed damage is going to help the crits. We don't have anything hitting him too hard shield-wise right now. But this frost tower takes shield, this laser tower takes shield, so you can watch it dropping already. Look at all that bleed damage about to stack up. Okay, his shield is gone. Now it's ready to deal with the armor. The armor is going to drop quickly because we're hitting him with all sorts of things. He's getting a little quicker than I would like, but I think the armor is going to strip away, and then he's going to be left with health, and then he's going to bleed out pretty quickly. He made it farther than I would have liked. Plus he releases those missiles, but I'm well prepared to deal with those again. And he's dead with 8,000 bleed, which means big crits. So let's also do the radar tower, which I want to put up here for a +6. That's so stupid. So we're maybe going to have him just take away shield in a big way. I don't know if that's the best idea, but he's going to do lots of damage to shield, and he's going to prioritize shield. Where did the plane even go? There it is. So he's going to come in and hit things for shield damage. Maybe we'll put another one of those over here. It's only a +5, but that's still lots. He's also going to deal with shield. Okay, enemies are still... Wow, actually make it all the way through. I need something here to help protect, because that's way too much getting in. Alright, so their shield make it through. That was lots of health they'll make it in. Maybe I need a shredder, just they can absolutely shred some more health. Plus the oogie gifts. +2 damage to shields, yes please. Bleeding enemies take an extra damage to their health. All shredders gain extra bleed damage. Might have actually been running out of mana, and that's why things managed to get through. Then again, there is just a lot of everything, but there's definitely a lot of shield out there. So let's try a mortar tower here, and let's see if we can get him to strip off some shield. That's actually pretty decent considering he's not built for stripping shield. Things are still making it in a little bit, but not as much as they were before. I think I want a frost tower here also to help slow things down in a big way, and that's going to help strip away probably shield. I think we need the help. Things are looking bad suddenly. But at least they will get slowed down here, and that's going to help a lot to definitely strip some shield away and stop them. Okay, here's what I've been looking for a while. We generate 2% of the mana per second, 61 to 67, and I'm going to lay down another bank right away. Then we're all the way up to 69. I'm going to put a poison tower down on either side to help strip away some of this early shield. Even that's going to make a pretty big difference. Because we're running out of mana still. That's not great. And things are making it through, so we're going to lay down 3 of those to give us up to 73 per second. Nothing's quite made it through, but that's a lot of shield and stuff. I don't think we're going to be able to stop those. We actually did, but there's going to be more. Let's increase our maximum poison, might as well. Then I'm going to put some ballista towers here. They're also going to hit shield really hard, because that's pretty cheap to do, and a little bit of health. There's so much damage and everything going out here, it's crazy to think anything actually survives that. I just realized what I probably should do is put another shredder tower down that does something other than health, because it'll work its way along the strip, really hurting things. So this is going to strangely be a shredder tower that's good for shield damage as much as I can. Then we're going to have another shield shredder over here. All the way up to level 10, so he's doing 400 damage to shields. So hopefully he's just going to keep firing down his strip, and that's going to continually just strip away everything. They also do a lot to health still. Okay, I remember these now. These are the problem. They have massive poison, so they're moving very slow right now, so the armor strippers should take them away. Running a little bit low on mana again, so that's not super great. Alright, well, to remedy that, we're going to lay down as many of these as we can afford. And we might be in trouble here. We might have added just a little bit, not enough, too late. I guess it's up to the ballistas now, but they don't do enough shield damage to stop that. So upgrading the towers did work great. We actually made it further before not upgrading towers quite so much. There's a balance there somewhere.